Oh, hey, how's it going? Well, for me, I had a good day today. Today was my day off from work, and I got to hang out with my mom, and we got our nails done. I even got to hang out with my dad. And hopefully I'm hanging out with my boyfriend later. So today just was good. I was a little worried going into today because at my psychiatrist appointment on Thursday, she wanted me to up my dosage of Lexapro, my antidepressant, one of them, to 10 milligrams instead of 5. And the last time I did this, I took the 5 milligrams for 2 days and then switched to the 10 and had some really bad side effects. So I was pretty scared. But it's 6 o'clock today and I'm still doing okay. So that's a plus. I thought it'd be cool to talk about diagnosis today because I know in my intro I kind of mentioned it and the general aspect of my BPD. But diagnosis is such a blanket term for so many emotions and events, I think, when you have BPD. I said in my intro that I've been experiencing really severe depression and anxiety since I was in like 6th or 7th grade. And I didn't have a lot of friends because I expected a lot out of people. I wanted everybody to be there for me, and I really wanted to do everything for everybody and make everybody happy and make everybody like me. So it was kind of frustrating when people didn't put that much effort into me, I guess. I could never figure it out, so I just chose to be alone a lot. And because I felt lonely, I started cutting. And looking back on that, the amount of weakness in mutilating your own body, taking a weapon, a sharp blade, to your own skin and making yourself bleed to feel better, the weakness in that, the desperation in that, it's so sad. I can't explain the emptiness that I felt, that I have felt since then. It's like being just an empty box that at any moment somebody could step on and just smash. Like there's nothing important inside you, so it wouldn't really matter, right? I think with BPD comes a lot of like attention seeking also. So there's a lot of lying, a lot of like I said, suicidal behavior, just like begging for anybody to pay attention or for anybody to stay, not leave. But a lot of people left. And in looking back on that and seeing that I had something to do with that, my emotions, the way that I reacted to people, the way I expected a lot from people, the way that I was hard on people, that affected a lot of my relationships. It wasn't everybody else, you know? That's hard to look at. And I was in the hospital in April of 2012 just for severe pain, lots of pain, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, and it turned out to be just all like psychosis, like just all psychological, all in my head, all stress related or whatever. That's when I got on depression medicine, so it's been about 2 years. Saw a bunch of counselors. About that time I experienced an abusive relationship, physically, emotionally, mentally. It was devastating. And that I thought would be the breaking point in my life because I hit that moment where I wasn't sure if I was really going to make it. I didn't eat, sleep. I was completely manipulated and brainwashed by somebody else. And I wondered if I almost liked it that way because I always knew what to say. I always knew what to do. I knew what my life was going to be like every single day. And I only had to deal with him. I didn't have to change who I was because I wasn't around anybody else except him. And it's so sad to me to think that I am like more stressed now than I was in an abusive relationship. And that's so scary to admit, especially on the internet. And now I've been through 2 years of college. I have no degree. I'm not even close to a degree. I've been through some bad relationships. Been through some bad friendships. I have a job that's frustrating, something I don't really like doing, but it pays the bills. I'm lucky. I have great parents that have helped me through this. I have an amazing boyfriend that I'm really lucky. But to have a label put on me, finally, I should have been like, yes, finally, there's something like that I know is wrong, and now I know what it is, and now I can fix it. But that's not what I felt like. I like wanted to pretend that that wasn't true, that didn't exist, that she was wrong, my doctor. I didn't want a stigma. I didn't want anybody to look at me and be like, you have a problem. Because I look like a normal person. I had a good life. Parents that were together. Nice house. Nice school system. A 4.0 GPA. Honors program at The Ohio State University. Friends. And then it all fell apart. And I just looked and wondered, why would this happen to somebody like me? Why? Why me? What did I do? Where did I get this? How did it happen? How did it get this bad? How can I not know if I'm gonna cry from 1 minute to be angry the next minute? Why do I not know who I am in a group of people? Why does it matter what people think about me? Why do I change my mind every 5 seconds? Why do I feel like I'm just walking around in circles doing the same thing every day? So I would try and move, or try and change my room around, or change my major, change my job. But it turned out that it was just me in my head. Well, that sucks. Because as much as you want to say that's something you can change, it's something you can fix, it's not as easy as changing your job or changing your room around. I mean, the head seems like a pretty small place. Your skull seems like a pretty small cavity. But I don't understand the intense complexes of my brain and why, if something is routed wrong or, fused in the wrong place or what. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh yeah, I have BPD. So, being diagnosed was really hard. And I remember just crying, like talking to my boyfriend on Hangouts, Google Hangouts. And just I don't want this to happen to me. I don't want this to be true. It can't be true. This isn't real. And I think he told me that the sooner I was able to just admit it and be okay with it was the sooner that I could start getting better. As much as that sucks to say, hey, tell me something about yourself. Well, hey, I have a blog about BPD because I have BPD. I guess that's not really the number one thing I would want to describe myself with. But it's true. And the only way to overcome a diagnosis is to accept it. Yeah, I don't know how that makes you feel, because I know that made me feel really bad. I know I've cried a lot of tears about it. I know I've been really angry. I've said a lot of curse words. asked whoever up in heaven what I did. But I know that I can get better. And I'm too strong. And I've been through much worse than this. Much worse than a diagnosis. Much worse than a label. It's not the label that's the worst part. That's what you have to remember. It's not the label that sucks. It's what that label means. It means that you're unstable. It means that you have to be on medication. It means that you don't know who you are. It means that you have to look to other people for your emotions. It means you're indecisive and impulsive. It means that you're scared that everybody's gonna leave you, but in reality, you're kind of forcing everybody away. That's what that means. That's what sucks. Not the word. That's what I keep trying to remember every day, is that the scary part isn't the word. The scary part isn't standing up and saying, "Hi, my name is Stephanie and I have borderline personality disorder." The scary part is saying, "Hi, I have BPD and it's probably going to be pretty hard to deal with me." So, I guess my small victory for today is being able to sit here and say to you that I'm more than a diagnosis, and I am more than a label. And so are you. So is your family member that has BPD. You can't brush people off as, "Oh, they're BPD. They have BPD. Oh, it's okay because they have BPD." The focus is the emotion. The focus is the actual problem that is associated with the label. Remember that. Be victorious in accepting the fact that whoever diagnosed you knows what they're talking about. It helps a lot. So that's all I have for today. And I hope that you are victorious today.